You must have heard about the melting of polar ice caps. Why do you think they are melting? Is it due to climate changes taking place in the world? Let's find out what's causing this change in the climates. The climate of any place is not constant and changes a little with the passage of time. The rise of temperature on Earth, which has been witnessed lately, is called global warming. Scientists collected weather data from weather stations, weather balloons, and weather satellites, and observed that 15 of the warmest 16 years happened between 2000 and 2015. You must have heard about the greenhouse effect. Do you know why it is called the greenhouse effect? As we all know, a greenhouse is a glass house made for growing plants in cooler climates. The glass traps the heat of the sun and keeps the air and the ground inside the greenhouse warm for plants to grow. Much the same way, gases like carbon dioxide, methane, ozone, and nitrous oxide, released into the atmosphere, act like the greenhouse glass. They absorb heat from the sun's rays and radiate it in all directions, helping in trapping the sun's warmth on the Earth's surface. This is called the greenhouse effect. Every day, more and more of these greenhouse gases are being released into the air. How is this happening? These gases are mostly coming from human activities, such as burning fossil fuels like petrol and diesel in running vehicles and factories. Deforestation is another reason for the increase of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide. Many scientists think that the dry regions will become even drier and most likely will have droughts, and wet regions will become even wetter and more likely to have floods. Bushfires are more likely when the climate becomes warmer and drier. The amount of fresh water flowing into the oceans has increased. This is partly because global warming is melting the ice around the poles. In wet regions, there has been an increase in rainfall because water from the oceans evaporates more quickly in higher temperatures. The meltdown of the permafrost of the Arctic region gives off carbon dioxide and methane from peat bogs, which are normally frozen. Scientists have found that higher temperatures are causing most glaciers to melt down. The glaciers around Mount Everest are retreating. The frozen water around the North and South poles is called sea ice. Some of this ice melts in the summer, but some ice remains permanently. This permanent ice is the minimum size of the ice cap. In 2012, the permanent ice in the Arctic shrank to its smallest ever area. The frozen glaciers of the world contain about 68% of all fresh water. If all this land ice melts, then sea levels around the world would rise by approximately 70 meters, which would drown some low-lying coastal regions of the Earth.